direction of Alashe, can't get it there. Gutman in preventative shape heads it down and did well to get it to Amaya to keep Atlanta from working the other way in transition. Hagelin's pass trying to get it up to Alashe is intercepted. Robinson to Escobar on the right. Now Gressel back to Escobar. Just past the halfway mark of the first half. And this is, you're talking about 6 goals allowed for Atlanta in their last 2 games. It's a club that arrives in Cincinnati a bit frustrated, and I imagine the longer that FC Cincinnati keeps them off the score sheet, the more that frustration builds a little bit.
I think you just read my mind on that, Tommy. It goes back to as well, though, you know, the discipline that was shown against Montreal and, you know, kind of the performance to get the result. Right, I think for FC Cincinnati so far it's been discipline. There has been maybe 2 or 3 opportunities to counter-attack and go against Atlanta, but the longer that this can go on, and the more that FC Cincinnati can kind of frustrate the opponent, some good things, positive things may lay ahead. Again, 24 minutes in for a talented team. I think they've kept them at bay, so to speak. That guy Titi has come up with 2 fantastic saves. But, you know, you talk about moments of the game, waves of the game. That has to happen. You need players to step up and make big plays. You need the team to fit into what the tactical game plan is and understand that. So far, so good. You have to expect that Atlanta's going to be the stronger team.
Titon, seconds apart, made 2 massive saves to keep it scoreless here at Nippert. Alashe will play it back to TT. I would imagine, I know it's a sport where, look, being a regular on the pitch is so important to finding your rhythm, but goalkeeper as a position is probably the most important. Joe Zhao now off to the races. Heads it down into the 18, trying to chip it past Guzan and could not. He was almost fouled inside of the 18 as Escobar was chasing him. Zhao showed off his speed and couldn't finish it.
I agree with you. There was definitely contact from Joe Zhao, and you look up, Guzan's off his line, so I don't fault him for trying to chip. I think the easier play is trying to maybe take it down one more touch, so he has the opportunity to pass past Guzan instead of trying to chip him, but very positive moment for FC Cincinnati.
Best chance of the match for the orange and blue. Now Ledesma trying to get a shot off as it comes to his feet and wasn't able to square on the ball, but all of a sudden the fans here in the Queen City starting to feel some momentum for their side.
What we just talked about is the discipline defensively that sets up for the counter-attack. FC Cincinnati get a fantastic chance. The difference now, they have to be clinical when they get these opportunities. You're one-on-one against the goalkeeper, you've got to do better. But Joe Zhao, again, was in the right position, and that's half the battle sometimes.
I think he knows he was that close to his first MLS goal. Trying to set up one here. Zhao into the 18, off towards the foot of Ledesma. What a job there defensively getting back. It was Remedi stepping in to break it up. Gutman on the left side, swinging it towards the 18 and completely mishits it as it sails behind the goal. So we remain scoreless as we approach the half-hour mark here at Nippert Stadium. FC Cincinnati will be home again on Saturday against the Chicago Fire. You can get tickets now at FC Cincinnati.com. Guzan will play it out into the midfield. Vanderveer sliding in. We see the center backs get forward. Quite often in this Ranyan system, he did there, but wasn't able to keep possession.
Well, you talk about tactics, right? In facing a 3-4-3, there's also strategy that comes into this. You know, certain situations that come up. Trying to play from a goal kick for Brad Guzan with 3 center backs provides FC Cincinnati with the opportunity to be a bit more aggressive in press.
Merrim takes it away and then tried to just slide it forward for Joseph Martinez, who is visibly aggravated right now after that ball didn't come to him. Kudamane is knocked down on the near side as he comes out. It'll be a throw-in for FC Cincinnati. Vanderveer full booming up the right side, but nobody home in orange and blue. And Gonzalez Perez can knock it back to his goalkeeper, Guzan, who spills it out a little bit, but he's able to scoop it up without any pressure. Well, there have been moments for each side to strike first here in the first 28 minutes, but they both come up empty. Gonzalez Perez, a player in MLS play this year, 9 yellow cards and 1 red card. Escobar has Joseph Martinez right outside of the 18. Martinez sending it across. Vanderveer heads it away. Gressel following it, rips a shot, and it goes a bit high and sails wide. Nice job following the rebound there by Julian Gressel, but he wasn't able to make anything of it.
No, I agree with you. He hits it cleanly, but isn't able to get his head over the ball. This is the last opportunity. We didn't really see the technique on that, but it was always leaning back. Julian Gressel as he struck it.
Tunnel sent it out into the midfield. It goes over the head of Mane and comes off Atlanta on the near side. Tunnel race over to throw it in.
Subscribe our channel for all MLS.
In the direction of Fatai Lasse. He's held up a little bit. Trying to set up a corner kick. Does really well to deflect it off Merrim. FC Cincinnati will tee it up on the near side. Youngster Frankie Amaya will trot over to take it. Here's the work by Fatai Lasse.
I think he does fantastically. 1 against 2 as well, and there's not much you can do about that. Getting the corner kick provides another good attacking opportunity for FC Cincinnati. This team's growing in confidence.
All of the attacking players for FC Cincinnati will bunch up right around the penalty spot. About 14 yards away. Frankie Amaya was set to strike it, and there was a little bit too much pushing and shoving going on, so play is stopped for the moment and peace resumed. Now Amaya will set it up again. And FC Cincinnati strike first here against the defending champs. Amaya sends it. Vanderveer from the header. Guzan, a huge save. Joe Jao collects the rebound. Out to Bertone. Comes off Escobar. It'll be another corner kick. But my, oh my, what a save by Guzan in defensive effort from Atlanta.
We talked about TT making a special save, but Guzan's reaction, actually surprising. He doesn't have a stronger hand. I'm not being critical for a player of his level and his ability. Would have thought he would have cleared that on his first attempt, but nevertheless, good reaction.
Guzan tested for the first time tonight. Answers the bell, but another corner coming. Amaya this time to the right of the veteran goalkeeper. Serves it into the 18. Vanderveer found it, but put it wide. Alashe tried to keep it alive and could not.
Well, this is a great ball in, and Guzan totally misses it. Mistimes his run. It's outside of his 6-yard box, so he's got to get it right. Really, Tommy, he's in no man's land as he comes for that. FC Cincinnati unlucky not to capitalize.
Guzan was arguing with the match official afterwards that he was pushed. I didn't see any contact there. But what about the 2 balls from Frankie Amaya on those corner kicks? The rookie continues to impress here in his first Major League Soccer season. Jao with some pressure on Escobar, not going to let him play it up into the midfield.
You can just see, again, FC Cincinnati being a lot more aggressive defensively in the press. They're starting their line of confrontation a little higher up the field. They're starting to sense, I think, some physical fatigue from Atlanta. You talked about and just the frustration as well, certainly creeping in to this season team of Atlanta.
Pity Martinez across the midfield with Amaya trailing him. Jao tracking back. Gutman a sliding tackle to knock it off the foot of Martinez. Nagbe in the midfield. Off to Remedi. Gets tangled up with Bertone, and Leo will be called for the foul, and a chance here for Atlanta to get the ball back inside of their offensive third and set up an attacking opportunity.
I talked about that about 10 minutes ago. Frankie Maya was in a similar position, just defensively. Got to get across and stop. I think for those central players, they have that defensive responsibility, but position now to serve in.
Petey Martinez serves it into the 18. Haglund heads it away. Joe Chow will give chase. Nagby gets there first in preventative shave. Back to Remedi. Forward into the 18, and it'll bounce onto the hands of Teton without any trouble. Desma trying to knock it into the middle. Was intercepted by Gressel, looking for Joseph Martinez. Knocked away by Haglund, and then Martinez battling forward inside of the penalty area. Put it into the middle, and Alashe was there to intercept. Atlanta has clinched a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Currently sit in third with 48 points, but trailing Philadelphia, who's in second with 52, and New York City FC, who currently is leading the Eastern Conference with 57 points as that ball is headed up and out of play on the end line. One game in hand right now for Atlanta. So after tonight, they'll all have 4 to play. And for Atlanta United, San Jose will be a tough one at home.
Yeah.
On Saturday, then they go to New York City. So a tough one, but an opportunity at Yankee Stadium to draw a little bit closer at Montreal, who by then will certainly be eliminated from the playoff picture, and then at New England on decision day to wrap it up.
I think this is a big game for Atlanta tonight.
Yes.
I think so far, FC Cincinnati have certainly been very organized. They've been impressed with the performance. Again, you've got to expect Atlanta to kind of dominate in some respect and regard. Possession. FC Cincinnati have been very disciplined. Defensively, they've created some good opportunities. I think the message from Ron Jans, not just at halftime, but these last 10 minutes as well. If you get 2 more opportunities, play with that level of composure and change the game in a positive manner.
Merrim was offside as the pass came onto his chest. Flag went up on the far side. So free kick to FC Cincinnati. You see Frank de Boer there? Of course, great history with Ajax. That's where Ron Jans and de Boer went head-to-head. Coaching in Holland opposite each other 11 times. Nagby right up the middle of the pitch. Off the foot of Petey Martinez. Looking for Joseph inside of the 18, and Joseph Martinez just couldn't quite catch up to it as that ball found the inline. How about the race for first place in the Eastern Conference? There's also a great race in Major League Soccer right now. As we look at Joseph Martinez trying to catch up with that ball. He's scored in 14 consecutive games. That's impressive enough at an MLS record. The Golden Boot race right now. Carlos Vela has 28 goals with 4 games remaining. Zlatan, 26 goals with 4 games remaining. And Joseph Martinez, including this game, 5 remaining for Martinez, has 24.
Players are pretty decent, huh?
Yeah. Half of Atlanta's goals have come from Joseph Martinez this season. Miles Robinson, 22-year-old center back. Atlanta's very excited about him. Greg Berhalter's a guy who's excited about him as well. Certainly great potential in the future for Miles Robinson with the U.S. men's national team. Into the 18. Petey Martinez dancing around, knocked away. Comes out to Remedi, who rips a shot and sails high towards the Bailey. TT dove to his right, but didn't have to make the save. It'll be a goal kick.
TT's in a good position, really had that covered.
Well, TT sets to take the goal. We got to welcome our special guest into the broadcast booth tonight, right? Your brother, Brendan McCloskey, joining us. Made the trip in from Ireland.
Great to see him. I'm just glad that he was able to get into the country as well, which is it's always a positive. But welcome into the booth, Brendan. Great to see you.
His mic's purposely turned off.
That's a good.
Trying to put some pressure on, can't get to it. Gonzalez Perez will knock it back to Guzan. Brad Guzan, this is his 155th Major League Soccer start. He started every league match this year for Atlanta United. Ashe trying to work up the right side with DePlon. The pass goes past him. Kyle Ashe making just his third start of the season, his first since June 22nd. And we've only seen him in glimpses this year, but I talked about it at the top. He's been a guy that has been reliable for this club when he's been called upon.
I think it's been honestly disappointing that we've not had the chance to see him more. I agree with you. I think when he's been called upon, I think he's played well.
Nagby wide for Gressel. Across the 18, DeBron finds it with his head, knocks it out. Merrim recovers. Ashe is closing in on 100 career MLS appearances. He certainly has the pedigree in this league. Ramidi falls into the middle. Pity Martinez struck it just outside the 18 and knew he mishit it when he fired it away.
It's not the pedigree with Alashe, but you want him to get a run of games, right? And kind of show that potential that he has, because you just get the sense, you get the feeling, you watch him in training, you watch him in those moments in games, that he has more to give, more to contribute to this team. It's been very unfortunate he's not really had a kind of back-to-back games where he's been able to create and develop that consistency.
Maybe we'll see that opportunity here in the back half, or the back few weeks of the season here. And 3 more matches remaining after this one. You don't know how long Alan Cruz will be out after that head injury when he went down about an hour into the match against Montreal. Did have a chance to speak with him briefly down on the pitch before the game, and he was in good spirits, but obviously going through protocol and looking to get better. Gonzalez Perez. Miro. Across the middle, off the chest to Pity Martinez. Taps it off to Joseph. Bounces out to Ramidi. Now Gressel with some space. Takes a shot, it goes wide. Titan dove to his right. And Gressel had a lot of time to think about it, didn't put it on frame.
That's twice that we've seen Gressel cut inside and hit this with his right foot. This opportunity is much better. He keeps the ball down. Doesn't hit the target, but it struck very well with pace and power. Again, credit to TT though. Just looking at his technique, how he gets across. I think he had the angle on the shot.
See, both sides are wearing the yellow ribbons on their uniforms through the entire month of September as Major League Soccer looks to kick childhood cancer. Use the hashtag #KickChildhoodSoccer on Twitter, and MLS will make a $1 donation every time you use that hashtag on Twitter. It's that easy, folks. It takes about 12 seconds. MLS donates $1 to childhood cancer charities. A collision at midfield. Mane was taken off the other way, and a late whistle gives the ball back to Atlanta as Nagby remains down. Fans here in the Queen City certainly not happy about that call. Let's take a look at it, Kevin.
Looked initially as a quick break, and to be honest, I think Frankie Mai gets ball on that tackle. Very, very close, I think, from the referee's point of view. Maybe Frankie's coming in slightly from behind.
awfully close as Marcos de Oliveira makes the call and points possession the other way. Gressel back to Petey Martinez. Over to Ramidi. Finds Merrim, edge of the 18. Merrim trying to take the shot. It's deflected away. And DeBlanc will send it in the direction of Ledesma. DeBlanc picks up a deflection. Playing in the direction of Joe Zhao, but just too heavy as Guzan came off his line. If that ball is a little bit more accurate, Joe Zhao may have just made it 1-0. Ledesma fires it up into the stands at the other end to slow the run. Back the other way for United.
You talked about kind of Ledesma playing out of position as well. And this is what you want from your number 9 to come in under pressure, be able to really start the attack and turn and play in forward. That's a great job by Ledesma to be able to do that under pressure.
Gutman knocks the ball out on the end line in the meanwhile. And Atlanta late in the half will have a chance for a corner kick from the far side. To the left of Teton, FC Cincinnati will get set defensively. Atlanta had a great chance on a corner kick earlier. This one stabbed away by Gutman. Zhao trying to draw the ball wide. And he goes down, and Atlanta wins it back. Shot taken about 35 yards away by Petey Martinez. No trouble there for Teton. And Bertone will try to get play moving the other direction. 45th minute. We are scoreless here at Nippert Stadium. Second meeting of the season between Atlanta and Cincinnati. Told there will be 1 minute of stoppage time tacked on. Ledesma finds the ball on the left side. With Escobar standing in his face, loses the possession, throw in for Atlanta. See, Ledesma was frustrated there, knew he had a chance to try to set something up, and just misplayed the ball.
I think as you approach halftime and you're Ron Jans, I think you've got to be pretty satisfied with the performance so far. You expected, of course, Atlanta to be strong in possession, but it's been very apparent that FC Cincinnati have had chances to counter-attack. They're going to get more opportunities in the second half, probably to try to expose the back three of Atlanta. Now, that's going to be the message at halftime, is about converting those limited chances.
Especially after the way the first 15 minutes went.
And continuing to, and that's the thing, they have to stay compact defensively though. Well, this is from that kind of game plan. They put themselves in a great position to counter from that, winning the ball back. Everything for FC Cincinnati has been from a transitional moment.
Atlanta had 84% of possession in the first 15 minutes. It's certainly been more even since then. Gonzalez Perez was looking in the direction of Gressel, put it way past him. Out on the end line, Teton will have a goal kick. FC Cincinnati won't have much time to try to get anything forward, and we may see the ball go into play and then a whistle from the match official. We will hear from Ron Jans momentarily. Make sure you stay tuned at halftime. We'll give you all the highlights, show you the saves we've seen so far, as well as a chat with Kendall Watson, who'll join us live here in the booth, and there will not even be a goal kick. The halftime whistle sounds here at Nippert Stadium, and with 45 minutes in the books and 45 more to come, we're all knotted up at 0-0. Ron Jans currently chatting things over with his coaching staff. And Ron is now with Lindsay. Let's go down to the pitch.
Coach, disciplined on defense, 2 huge saves by TT in the first 15 minutes. You guys were able to get a few shots off. You couldn't capitalize, but what did you think of that performance?
Yeah, I fully agree that the first 15 minutes, maybe we didn't give away a lot, but we couldn't play football. So we had to do some other things, and in possession is so important, and especially the second ball. And I think the last half of the first half was much better. We could have scored from set pieces and with Yao with a good chance.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
All right, thanks to Ron Jans as both sides head in to the dressing room. Scoreless after 45 minutes, but there were chances at each end. We'll step aside, take a break. The CBTS halftime report comes your way next. We'll take a look at those chances and hear from Kendall Waston before it's all said and done. Stay tuned for more.